Hi everybody, today we are going to do a bit of a first impression on a new brand that I have purchased that I'm excited to try. Midas is what they're called, Midas Cosmetics, M-I-D-A-S. They are Hispanic owned, I believe, and today I have this beautiful Flower Bomb palette, and I have one of their lip glosses, Never Dull. So this is what the palette looks like. It is gorgeous. So this is what we're going to be playing around with today, and I'm going to throw on their lip gloss for the first time and we're going to see what it looks like. Oh, it's so pretty. I love it. Hold on. Oh my god, it's so pretty. So it gives you like a nice little hint of color, but it's metallic, but it's not too metallic, and it's not sticky, it's not heavy. I really like that. That's beautiful. So that's it in the bottle. This is it on the lips. I love it. And it smells and tastes like what lip smackers used to smell and taste like. Like fruity. I really like this. So we'll see how it lasts. I'm going to have it on through this entire video. We'll see how it feels, how it lasts. I just got done filming a haul of all of these makeup that I have sitting around me, so that's why if you notice I have like weird stuff on my hands, just swatching a little bit. However, ignore please. We are going to do some eyeshadow. I'm going to zoom you in. I have my base done. It's just eyeshadow and this lip gloss today. I'm going to zoom you in. So I think that looking at this palette, I think I'm going to go with the pinker shades. These kind of pink shades. I'm gonna mess around with them because I think the last couple videos I haven't really done like a pink or like a warmer toned look, so I think that's what I'm gonna go for. I'm gonna get some primer and I'm gonna set that on my eyes. So I did some primer. Yes, it's light for me, but we're gonna ignore that for now. So I think what I'm gonna do is take this tapered blending brush that I love. I always use this. And I'm gonna dip into the shade Lily, which is this beautiful shade right here. You can't see it on camera so much, but it is like a baby pink. It's definitely on the whiter side, but it's like a baby pink. Should I zoom you in more a little bit? So I'm going to just set that primer. So in the crease, I'm going to start blending in Magnolia, which is this peachy pink right in the middle, right here. I'm going to start blending that as the transition color of this look. So I'm going to take some and I'm going to press it right into that crease and just blend it lightly around. And next, I'm going to go in with Daisy, which is this hot pink right here. I'm just using the same brush, not really worrying about that too much. Kind of pick it up and just start rocking that in the crease. That's pretty. Just going to build it up a little bit in there, really get that pink poppin'. I really like this formula. It goes on pretty sheer, but it's buildable, which is what I like, because if you want that bright in-your-face color, these can give you that, but you build to it, which I really like that you kind of have that option. Like, you know, I keep kind of going back if I want a little bit more in there, but I do like this like wash of color it gives. So next, we're going to go in with Hibiscus, which is a little bit darker of a hot pink right here. It looks more red on screen, but it's definitely a pink. It's like a more of a like a deep hot pink. And we're gonna put this a little bit lower, like leave it in the crease, but just a little bit lower. I want like this beautiful transition up. And so far, there's no fallout. So far. And I do think that if you were to use this on wet primer or wet concealer, it would really pump up that pigment. But personally, I don't like putting eyeshadow on a wet base, but I know a lot of people do. So there's also that to take into consideration. That's why my looks are usually more diffused than, like, you know, if you go on Instagram, these models have like huge pigment. And that's also a difference too, is that I like to set my primer. So now I'm going to drop that brush for a little bit, and I'm going to take a little bit of a flat brush. I usually use this for shimmer, but I'm not going to right now. I'm going to dip into Dahlia, which is like a blood red right there. I love it. So I'm going to do what I normally do, which is to take it and then just kind of like etch it into my crease where I want it to be, and then blend it out so that way it stays where I want it to be. This shade is not as dark as I would like it to be. I mean, it shows up really dark, but then when you actually blend it, it's not, it kind of just becomes pink again. I'm going to try and clean this up a little bit for a minute. That shade had fallout. So next I'm going to go back in with Lily, which is that baby pink that I used in the beginning to set the primer. And I'm just going to blend out the edges around just to create a more seamless blend a bit. This looks a little crazy right now, but I promise we'll get there. We will get there. So next what I want to do, this is the glitter we're going to be using. So next what I would like to do is cut my crease a little bit. So we're going to take just a little bit of concealer. So we're going to go in with this kind of a liner brush with some concealer on it. And I'm going to cut this inner portion of my eyelid. And what we're gonna do is go about halfway at an angle. Kind of like that. And I'm just gonna go straight in with the glitter while it's wet. So, pick that up. And I'm just gonna tap that glitter on top. That is so pretty. I'm just going to take a little brush to kind of buff away any excess and really flatten that down. I am obsessed with the way that looks. Okay, now for the other side, concealer. So next, I am going to take this little brush and go into Rose Mellow, which is this light pink shimmer shade. And I'm going to bring it down and use this as a highlight. I'm taking the same brush and going in with Pollen, which is this beautiful like mustard shade. I'm going to dip into it just a little bit, and I'm going to rub that on the outer corner of my lower lash line. Next, I'm going to take my highlighter that I used on my face, and I'm going to blend this underneath my brow. I'm going to do a bit of white eyeliner in my lower lash line just to make it really pop. And then I'm going to do some black liquid liner, just a little bit, nothing major, just to kind of bring the look all together. Okay, so we're going to add some mascara and then see if the look needs anything else or if it looks good how it is. I'm going to take a look at this lip gloss real quick. It actually stayed on for a pretty good time. I mean, I've been here talking for about like almost an hour, 45 minutes. And it's actually stayed on a really, really good amount of time. So I'm going to reapply it. It's just such a nice basic lip gloss. Like throw in your purse, go. It looks good with everything. It'll always look good. Flattering on most, if not all, skin tones. I really like that. So I'm gonna zoom you out and we are going to reevaluate the face. So this is the look. It's obviously a bit more dramatic than what I would normally do under like normal pretenses, but I really, really like how this turned out. It's beautiful. I mean, it's just summery, light, really, really pretty. I mean, with this kind of palette, how can you go subtle? Like, this palette is gorgeous. So, I'm gonna give my final thoughts. The mattes blended beautifully. Like, the mattes that I used, they blended nicely. They went on nicely. You could build them up. The only shade that I was a little bit disappointed with was Dahlia, which is the blood red maroon that we used at the end for the crease. It didn't have as much depth or as much deepness as I would have liked. However, it did blend beautifully. It blended nicely in. No complaints there. Really just the fact that I couldn't build it to be this color. Like, I think if I had this color in my crease with this look, it would be even better. It would be even more dramatic, but it's okay. You know, it's alright. It just didn't reach that, like, deep berry that I would have liked. Okay. But they all blended really, really nicely. There wasn't much fallout. The Dahlia did have some fallout. It's okay. I cleaned it up. No big deal. I will say the pigment on these goes a far way. So, like, you're blending it, like, you can definitely go in on this eye and then go in on this eye without double dipping. Like, the pigment goes a long way, which is fantastic. I also love that it kind of goes on sheer and you have the option to build it up. Like, for me personally, I love having that ability because you can choose a more subtle look or you could really go wham bam, thank you ma'am, in your face. So I appreciate that level of opacity. Like, I appreciate that. Next, the glitter. The glitter is phenomenal. So it's weird. The formula is like a putty. So it's really soft to the touch, but because it has that, like, almost like a moisture to it, it sticks to your skin amazingly. Like, I put my concealer on, I stuck it on there, and it didn't budge. Like, it stuck. There was no issues whatsoever. It's a really nice formula, especially because, like, I've used glitters in the past where they just don't want to stick, or there's, like, a crap ton of fallout, or you try to put them on and you have to use a glitter glue. Like, I like that I don't have to use a glitter glue. Like, glitter glue for me, I'm so messy. Obviously, you see how I did this look. Like, I'm a very messy person. I like to mess around. I like to play around. I like to put things together, and if it gets messy, I clean it up. But I'm a very, like, haphazard. I like to, like, really play around. I like that I can just put some concealer, put some of the glitter, it sticks, and it looks fantastic. No problem there whatsoever. And then, obviously, this metallic shade, that inner crease color is beautiful. Like, that is my favorite, like, baby pink metallic I've ever used. everybody tries to like perfect that shade, and it either always for me is too dark or it's too white. And this is the perfect balance of pink, but make it shimmer. Like, make it a highlight. I love this color. That shade is Rose Mellow. I love it. So yes, that is my overall opinion so far about this palette. Obviously, there's a lot more to do with this baby. There's blues, purples, all over the place, yellow even. There's a lot to do. So if you would like another look on this palette, let me know. I can definitely do that for you. But right now, I would give this palette like a nice B+. B+, A- probably. Only because of that one Dahlia shade, which makes me kind of concerned about the darker shades in this palette, like Hummingbird, this dark color. I'm curious if I do a blue look, will that stay that true to blue, or will it kind of be a little bit more subtle like Dahlia was? We'll see. We'll play around with the blues later on. But so far, I'm really happy with this look. I'm really happy with how this look turned out. I'm happy with the formula. I like this palette a lot. It's just fun. Like, how can you not look at this and just want to like jump in? Like, this is amazing. So yes, and then the lip gloss, of course, as I said, the lip gloss is beautiful. It's a great neutral. It's a really amazing, just throw it on and go. No problems there. When it rubs off, it doesn't leave a weird stain like some do. It's just overall, these two products make me extremely excited to try the rest of Midas Cosmetics, what they have, their other palettes, other lip glosses, I know that they have some like really cool products that I'm dying to try out, but I'm really happy that I picked this up. Like, as soon as I saw this, I was like, I have to have this. So yeah, I cannot wait. I think even a really pretty look would be the teal with the orange and a peach, like just kind of playing around with color, mixing and matching. Palettes like this make me feel excited to just play. You know, makeup is art. It doesn't always have to turn out beautiful. It doesn't always have to turn out like an award-winning makeup look that you wear out on a date or date night or evening or whatever. You don't always have to end at a result that you're in love with, you know, but it's always great when you play around and you do end up with something that you love. So this kind of palette really excites me. I'm so excited. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you like this look? Do you like how it turned out? What kind of look would you like from this palette next time? So thank you guys for watching. I will see you in the next video. Love you guys. Bye.